This was the thought I had probably today. Um, I don't know. I share my views about this, but if you ever go on Instagram, for me it's Instagram, and there's like a Christian video, and you just go into the comment section, dude, it's just horrible. You always got the edgy atheists and the agnostics just saying, saying something slick, and then you see how many replies, 218 replies. You're like, ooh. While also, you'll see, and I always say atheists, but really any other non-Christian post criticizing Christianity, and you see more Christians just saying some other stuff in the comments, and other, 300 replies. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say maybe this isn't the most effective form of discussion. I don't know. Me personally, I don't think it's gonna be in a no one's gonna change their mind in a Instagram comment section, to be honest. So we got to think of something, guys. I don't know what, um, because here's the thing. Like, part of me is just like, you know, can't just disable comments because like that's stupid. That's lame. You gotta have comments on. So, what do you do with those people that leave pretty nasty remarks? My thinking was maybe you could just like have a Discord server or something, and then say, hey, look, or discuss in DMs or something like that, just so like it's a one-on-one conversation. But if you got like 40 people disagreeing with you, 40 people in the DMs, I don't think, especially people who are making like Instagrams and TikToks, um, I don't think they're equipped for that level of apologetics. You know what I mean? Just that's really like that takes your energy, dude. Like really, especially if they're not being in good faith. That's even worse. That's just like I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy, dude. Just a trolling, rage baiting, non Christian. Ugh, it's horrible. Anyways, okay, well, if that's not the case, do we just ignore it? I'm like, I don't want to ignore it because I want them to know the good news, and maybe this person, if they hear something that resonates with them, they'll respond in faith. You know what I mean? Um, but then it's like, well, at what point do you make that judgment call and say, well, hey, we're not really making a good discussion here. This I don't have a solution here. Why make a video? My goal is to get our thinking caps on. What do we do about this? Should we all have like a Discord server that we just, hey, this is the discussions about this. If you're really willing to have this discussion, this is why I believe what I believe. We can discuss it here. Because I know people who make these reels and these TikToks, they probably don't want to get into an 8 hour discussion with somebody about the existence of God. Like, let's be real, that's a difficult thing. Not everyone wants to do that. You know what I mean? And they mean well. They may want that, but to have that's another thing. Especially if there's way more people than just one, commenting on a post. So, what do you guys make of this? Put in the comment section if you want. Ironically, put in the comment section. Is streaming the solution? Talking about it with people? Is it just not responding? I don't know, because if you just say, hey, hey, here's an article on why I believe Christianity, is that going to be the solution? Just like, hey, here's the article. You know what I mean? Here's a really good YouTube video. It's like 3 hours long. Um, what do you guys make of it? I don't know. But let me know what you think because I see it way too often. Maybe we should do something about it. All right. Love y'all.